Today's notes are on literal equations, which basically we're solving for a variable, so that's your title of the notes. And a literal equation is an equation that has two or more variables. So a common one would probably be Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. That's one that you probably used last year. And you'll see a few more today that we'll be using today and tomorrow. So on one side of your notes, you need to have regular. On the other side, you need to have literal. Draw a line all the way down the piece of paper. And I'm going to show you kind of the similarities between literal and regular equations. So for number one, I would like you to solve that equation, just like normal. Okay, hopefully you just added 7 to both sides and got x equals 15. Okay, now a literal one-step equation might look something like x minus b equals a. And we are going to solve for x. Okay, so over here, notice I have x minus something equals something. It's going to be the same steps. So over here I added 7. Here I'm going to add b to both sides. Those cancel out. That leaves me with x equals, and I can't really add a plus b because I don't know their values. So I'm just going to rewrite it as a plus b. And that's all you have to do. I got x by itself, and that's all I needed to do. Okay, let's look at another one. This is 4x equals negative 12. So go ahead and solve that one. Okay, for this, you should know that's a one-step equation, so divide both sides by 4. X equals negative 3. Now let's look at a similar one that's a literal equation. Let's do negative 3k equals m, and I want to solve for k. Okay, so for this one, you can see what we did for the regular. We divided by the coefficient. So here, I need to divide by the coefficient. So divide both sides by negative 3. That gets me k equals, and just put the negative sign in front of that whole fraction, m over 3. I can't actually divide m by 3, so I just leave it like that. Okay, let's look at number 3. Now this is a two-step equation. We're moving on to bigger and better things. So this one is 2y minus 5 equals 11. So go ahead and solve that one. Okay, hopefully for this one you added 5 to both sides. That is 2y equals 16. And then your next step is divide by 2. Y equals 8. Hopefully you got that. And let's look at a literal equation that is similar to it. Let's do 2w minus 9 equals d. So notice they're set up the same way. I have coefficient times a variable minus a number equals, here's a variable, over here it's a number. So first thing I did over here was add 5. So over here I'm going to add 9. That gets me 2w equals, I can't really add d plus 9, so I'm just going to write d plus 9. And now over here, the next step I did was divide by 2. I'm going to do that over here as well. Divide by 2, divide by 2. I can't actually divide d plus 9 divided by 2, so I'm just going to leave it like that. W equals d plus 9 over 2. Technically, you could rewrite this as d divided by 2 plus 4.5. If you did 9 divided by 2, you'd get that 4.5. I prefer this way, but I would accept either one on a test. Okay, let's look at a few more. Number 4 is 1/2 times 4x equals -20. So go ahead and please solve that one. Okay, I assume most of you multiplied the 1/2 times 4 to get 2. So that's 2x equals -20. I just divided or multiplied those two numbers there. Then divide by 2. X equals -10. Okay, let's look at a literal equation version. AEG equals 10. So here I'm multiplying three things, 1/2 times 4 times x. Here I'm multiplying a times e times g. It's the same thing. I don't have any number to multiply by or anything like that. So I'm going to kind of skip that step of multiplying the 1/2 times the 4 and go right to dividing by whatever I don't need. Oh, I didn't write what we were solving for. Oops. This is solve for g. And I forgot to write it up here too, but I'll catch that in a second. So I want g by itself, so I need to get rid of a and e. So I'm going to divide both sides by ae. Those cancel out. That leaves me with g equals 10 over ae. Okay, let's try another one. I think I have 2 more to do. This is another 2-step one. This is -30 equals 4 minus 8x. So go ahead and do that one. Okay, I fixed that one. Let's go over this. Hopefully you subtracted 4 first. -30 minus 4 is -34. And divide by -8. I think you're going to get a decimal on this one. This is 4.25 equals x. Okay, and the literal equation version is 7a equals 10 minus 2h. And we're going to solve for h. Okay, so over here, the first thing I did was subtract just the constant, or just the number that's by itself. That's what I need to do over here. So I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. And you should know that 7a and 10 are not like terms. If they're not like terms, I can't actually subtract them. If this was 10a, then sure, I could subtract it, but I can't. So I'm just going to rewrite it as 7a minus 10 equals -2h. And over here, to get the variable by itself, I divided. I'm going to do that over here too. I'm going to divide by -2. Okay, I'm going to flip this and put the variable first because that's what most of you prefer anyways. H equals 7a minus 10 over 2. I know it's a -2. I'm going to put the negative in front of the fraction like you should. Another way you could also write the answer is -7a over 2 plus 5. That would be if you divided -10 divided by that -2. So either one is fine with that one. Okay, one more to do. I'm going to flip this over. Okay, number 6. And you can split it. We're just doing one more, so you shouldn't need more than half the page. This one is 3 times x minus 4 equals 12. So go ahead and solve that one. Okay, I assume most of you distributed. You could have done a shortcut and divide both sides by 3, but for this I will distribute even though it makes me sad. 3x minus 12 equals 12. Add 12 to both sides. 3x equals 24. Divide by 3. X equals 8. Okay, over here, I would, well, okay, same thing. 5 times 4x plus p equals w, and I want to solve for p. Okay, so first thing we did over here was distribute. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to distribute the 5. That gets me 20x plus 5p equals w. And then I don't have just a constant to subtract like I did, or to add like I did over here, but I need to get rid of the term that I'm not trying to get by itself. I'm trying to get p by itself, so I'm going to move the x term. Subtract 20x from both sides. You get 5p equals, and you can either do negative 20x plus w or w minus 20x. I'll do x first to keep it in standard form. If you do w minus 20x, that's fine for now. And the last step, to get p by itself, I need to divide by 5. That gets me p equals, and you can leave it just like this if you would like. So negative 20x plus w over 5. Or you could simplify it, negative 20 divided by 5 is negative 4. So you could also have p equals negative 4x plus w over 5. I think it's easier just to keep it like this, but if you're adventurous, you can do that as well. Okay, so that is it for your notes. You can go ahead and start on your assignment that is on Schoology.